Welcome back to the channel. Obviously, right, the freak responded, so we're gonna have to go over the response. I did see a ton of this already, like if not the whole thing, so be warned. Alright, pre-watched. It's gonna be bad, guys. We're gonna go over it. Alright, it starts off immediately. You can already tell. We're just gonna jump straight into it.
Is this goodbye? No, it's not goodbye. Not at all. Explain yourself. I will. There's some people that are saying some pretty crazy things. I haven't even gone on Twitter. I saw other things and I'm like, damn. But I've been around for 10 years now. A lot of you guys know, pretty far away from this stuff at this point. But I am totally okay with exposing a lot of things and saying things. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious. I will not be friends with any of these people after this.
So, in his response to Emiru's accusations, he already like throws in a ton of other people, seemingly, right? Because he's like, oh, I'm gonna nuke everything. And I'm not gonna be friends with a lot of these people, plural. Like, his first response is exactly what you expect from someone who was probably an abuser, as in, I'm gonna abuse people. Like, that's his first response. That's the first thing you said. Oh my god, you know it's gonna be a doozy when that's the first thing you said 20 seconds into the damn video.
Ludwig was right. I am going to completely separate myself from these people in this community, which...
And here's another reason you can tell this guy is just... Why would you not turn the voice, the text-to-voice thing off, bro? It's gonna come up a couple more times, and it's cancer every single time. Like, bro, you're supposed to be having a serious stream right now, trying to waylay accusations, serious accusations that were made against you, and you're still like farming the chat, right? Yo, this guy has no morals.
It's fine, and I've already been doing it, but
we're 30 seconds into the video, guys. Like, there's already been like multiple points of issue where I'm like, what? What's going on? Just
I have hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that people probably would never want to get released that are very interesting for everyone, and I will be releasing it as time goes on, because...
Like I said in the previous video, this guy is the biggest pussy you'll ever see, dude. He's immediately like, I've got so much on these people. Dude, I'm gonna have trouble keeping a straight face. No, like, what the fuck? Like, look at this retard already. Sorry, I shouldn't use that word. It's an insult. Because he's much worse.
Why not? Before that, I would like to address everything that was said today. I wrote this myself, so I don't know if it's even good. I am not the best writer, as a lot of you know. I have a lot of... Half my screen right now is red.
Not the best liar either.
Because I can't write for shit. It's not through ChatGPT. Shut up. So, this is April of 2021. We met online when we were playing AT&T Annihilator Cup. This is me and Emmy. I was introduced to her through it.
It goes into a bunch of relationship details. Be warned, right? A lot of it's kind of cringe. Because... I mean, how do I... Cringe is saying much, but... It's cringe that we're like having to look into the personal lives of these people, right? But it's a serious accusation. They're both making it very public. Here we are, right? But be warned, right? I'm gonna warn everyone in advance. It gets personal. It gets a little weird. It gets a little cringe in the sense, like I said, of we're looking into the personal lives of people that we normally, normally you don't really look into people's personal life like this. But again, the accusation very severe. So here we are.
And my chat started to like us hanging out. I didn't have feelings for her or anything, but I thought we could start hanging out more and be friends. So we met through the Annihilator Cup. A lot of you guys know this. I was playing with her. My chat liked her a lot. She was fun to hang out with, so we started hanging out. We started to play games with each other on stream, and we started to grow closer together. We started calling each other, and we were flirting. We didn't do anything, but it was pretty obvious that Emiru had feelings for me as well as I had for her. But we couldn't really do anything because at the time, she was dating a girl named Bonnie, another cosplayer from another state, and I was dating Maya. Me and Maya broke up. I broke up with her because the relationship felt stagnant, and Maya's sanctuary started to take over a lot of her life, and we hardly had time to hang out with each other. Since
There's a ton of videos that have appeared as well where Whew. Let's just say somewhat backs up Emmy's allegations. So yeah, I'll look them up because I do want to include that actually. Now that I think about it, so I want to make this very clear from the start, right? I'm on Team Emmy. Okay, I can't. You know, everything I've seen from this guy rubs me the wrong way. There's been a ton of third-party information coming out as well. There's been more accusations as well. So I'm gonna be very honest up front. I'm clearly Team Emmy, right? I mean, I was 30 seconds into the video. I was already hating on this guy for what he's saying, right? It's not because he looks like a tweet, but it's because he is a tweet. You know what I mean?
Maya moved out. I knew I wanted a streamer to move into the house, preferably a girl to farm content with, but I didn't want it to happen so fast. I didn't know if I wanted to be Emmy, but she told me about a stalker that came to her house with a bat, and she didn't live at her house anymore. I told her to come move in with me in Austin because she had a stalker, and we want to make content, and the guy will probably be scared since there's a bunch of people around instead of her in her Kansas home by herself. From there, our relationship started growing very fast. Within just weeks of moving in, she would sit in my room with me late at night, and I would watch Pokemon over and over again, season 1. I loved it because she made me feel like it felt like my childhood and a place of calmness. She would fall asleep in my bed. With some nights, we would touch our backs or legs together. We knew we liked each other. We just knew it was a bad idea. Talks of her joining OTK happened fast as well, and I knew that if we were potentially going to date, we'd have to keep it a secret. Nobody was allowed to know. Streamers as well were already starting to resent me, saying that it was a shitty thing that I moved Emmy in so fast and replaced Maya so quickly. If people found out we were dating, I could be hated by my peers and lose what I created in OTK. I didn't know if we were going to date, and I knew.
I'm not too sure on the mechanics of this. Asmund Gold says this is a misrepresentation at the very least. He can talk more about it. I don't know anything about the situation when it comes to the organization and stuff, but as a not knower, the first thing I think of when I hear something like this is, really? What? Falling in love would make you lose your organization? How does that work? Anyone?
Knew if we were going to make it happen, it was going to be very stressful, but I had no idea what was going to come. It was the beginning of January of 2022. Emmy just had her huge party in an arcade celebrating her birthday on stream. Everyone from Austin was there, and as we were celebrating her joining OTK, there was a huge scare. Someone outside in the parking lot rammed into my Audi R8 and drove off. And while we were outside thinking it was a schizo viewer, we were told that the person who just hit my car was now inside holding a gun. This scared us to no end. Me and Connery's pants ran inside in fear to get everyone out and make sure everything is okay. My first concern was Emmy. I wanted her to be safe. The cops came, the drunk driver did have a gun, and was sentenced to 3 to 5 years in prison. Me and Emmy were terrified that night, and on the way home, I grabbed her hand, and she grabbed mine, and we knew we were trauma bonded, and we didn't want to let go. We would wake up together, stream together, and hang out with each other all night. She quickly became my best friend, and someone that I felt for the first time I was in love with. We hung out all day, every day. We were always so happy with each other, playing games until the night, loving every moment we were with each other. I remember one day I left my house. She called me just so we can be on the phone together, as we always did. And we were playing a song called Falling in Love with You with Elvis came on, and I felt that love, first time I felt love for a girl, and I thought I'd want it to never let it go. The first year of our relationship, we almost had no fights. We started to date officially in January of 2022, and up until my cancellation, everything was perfect. She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I will throw you.
That seems unlikely. Oh, I throw my phone on my bed. She just happened to be lying there and it hit her in the face. What? Like, on what planet does that happen? In what situation does that happen? Were you throwing your phone? It might not have been in a fight with her, but there's no way you throw your phone at somebody's head. Casually, right? What? What is this explanation? Oh no, I just throw my phone on the bed after I brush my teeth. It just happened to hit my girlfriend in the face. I'm sorry, I don't buy this. Okay? Like, this is some bullshit, bro. Like, you can't believe it. Who would buy this, bro? But some of the excuses used in this are really, really dumb, by the way. It gets so much worse.
And show you an example, chat.
Like, this is so cringe as well.
Right here. Look at me. I would throw my phone on the bed. Like, I would just lob it over because I was going to bed. So I would just throw the phone. That's it. And when she... That's
It just so happened to hit her in the face, right? Oh, I casually threw it. It hit her in the face. Oh, whatever. Holy fuck. If this story was real, wouldn't you be like, yo, this one time, right? I normally throw my phone on the bed, guys. You know, like, I just brush my teeth, I throw my phone on the bed, and I go. And this one time, she was lying in the bed. I didn't fucking see it. I hit her in the face, bro. I still feel bad about that to this day. Wouldn't you do something like that? Can you get? She's trying to lie on my feet, and those are my socks. Can you stop killing them? Thank you. Sorry. Continuing on.
It's the whole thing. I didn't throw it at her. I want to make that very clear. I never threw it at her. I never hit her. And she even said in her situation.
You did throw it at her. It hit her in the face. Right? Like, that doesn't mean... Okay. Again, let's strongman the position. If you didn't mean to throw it at her, you still threw it at her. So he's using words... He made the preface, right? Oh, I'm not a good writer, but you're using very specific language here, my friends.
That she bruises easily. She brushed over that I threw water bottles with her on my or my phone near her, but that wasn't during our fights. It would be throwing my phone on my bed when I brush my teeth. She did tell me she got bruises from it, and I stopped.
I don't buy this at all. Okay. For the aforementioned reasons, right? It's like, what the hell?
That's all that happened. I did feel a lot of stress over the time of our relationship up until this point from her stalkers. From the ones that would show up at our old house, and also stalkers that just had from her TikTok postings. We found after being with each other that her stalkers had a lot from would come to her a lot from her short form content. These people were schizophrenic and would think that she is talking to them. Whether it was songs she played, the way she looked at the screen, or just the titles of the videos, these people started to feel she was talking to them and come to our house to stalk her. These people thought in their heads they were dating her. They were out of their mind and dangerous. I told her, if we're going to be serious about this relationship, I need her to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. She agreed and understood that it was a safety concern for not only me, but the house. Russell, Simply, Corey, or anyone that was in my house or anyone that was near us. She agreed.
Now, there's a few things I want you to keep in mind from this particular section. First of all, it's his house. He owns it. There's many people who live there. Okay? That's very important for later. Second of all, it's the same thing, right? Like, let's go back a little bit.
These people started to feel she was talking to them and come to our house to stalk her. These people thought in their heads they were dating her. They were out of their mind.
Sorry, this is specifically about the short form content, which she was getting a lot of views on. A lot of views. So many views.
And dangerous.
And we already know this guy does not like it when someone else gets a lot of views. I don't know why I went to Trump. I messed up. I don't know why I did that. I'm so sorry.
We're going to be serious about this relationship. I need her to stop posting as much. And to not...
So you're gonna get stalkers no matter what you do, right? If you're like that big, okay? To say that, oh, you need to stop posting less to get less stalkers, but you're always streaming with her, so do you need to stop posting less as well? Oh, no. Only she needs to stop posting less. Could it possibly be because you're a pathetic low-life loser who can't take it when someone else gets more views than them? And you've admitted this on many occasions already, right? Could it possibly be that instead of the other thing? Somehow I think it's more that than the stalker thing. I'm gonna be honest.
not farm these people. She agreed and understood that it was a safety concern for not only me, but the house. Russell, Simply, Corey, or anyone that was in my house or anyone that was near us. She agreed.
So again, keep this in mind. I know we went over this twice. It's his house. Importante.
She wouldn't want to hurt anyone else and knew that posting these types of TikToks and posts can mess with us and is something I'm not comfortable with as a guy. So she would tell me that if I had a problem to...
And there it was. It's also something I'm not comfortable with. Oh, okay. So you're jealous.
Let her know. And at first it was minor things here and there, but over time it got harder and harder to deal with. There were more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I could get in a ton of trouble with OTK and cause a ton of problems. I told her...
Again, citation needed. I don't believe this. Asman also said this was bullshit. I don't know the ins and outs of the organization and how it was set up, but this sounds complete nonsense, right? Oh, I'm gonna lose the organization because I'm together with someone now. What? I don't think that's how that works. Right? I think there's adjustments that will be made, right? Because you both have a stake in that company, but you're not gonna lose the... No, there's no way. I don't believe this. I don't believe this.
If we were going to be serious about this relationship, I need to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. And then there was more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I can get in a ton of trouble with OTK and can cause a ton of problems in my life. So I lied to all of my old friends, S-Fan included, who lived just next door to me, and everyone in OTK, and that was very hard for me to do. We had a doggy door between our rooms just so we can hide it from everyone else, including my roommates. We would lock the doors to avoid our roommates finding out. As time went on, they found out, but to most of our friends in the Austin circle, they never officially knew. That stress alone would drive anyone mad, but our love for each other was strong and we knew we could handle it. In September in 2022, a lot of you guys know, I was canceled by Trainwrecks and others trying to claim I covered up sexual assault. It was proven wrong, but that destroyed my mental health. I felt like my brain cracked and I was never the same since. I was suicidal, depressed, and I didn't know what to do with my own life. Every day felt like an absolute nightmare. I was losing OTK, my mental health, and all my friends. Emiru...
I want to kind of point out this, like, I didn't actually... The first time I watched this, I didn't realize this, but... We're 7 minutes into this video, and the amount of times that he's indirectly made himself the victim in this is kind of crazy, right? This is like the third time he does it. Like, I actually started noticing this just as I'm watching this again, right? The way he's like talking, the way he's presenting his things, it's making him out to be the victim, right? Like, oh, Emiru stalkers, I got scared from Emiru stalkers. I could lose my organization, I could do this, I could do that. Like, it's all about him, dude. And to a certain degree, I kind of understand that as well, because it's like, you know, you're trying to waylay accusations of, you know, being a abusive partner, right? Which is some serious... That's some serious doo-doo, okay? I get that. I 100% get that. But is your first... Would your first response, like, let's say this happened to any one of us, right? Would your first response be, I didn't do any of that, bro. That's complete nonsense. Or would your first response be, I'm the victim. I was the victim here. Because that's what it sounds like to me, dude. Like, now that I'm watching this a second time, he's like totally trying to turn this on him being the victim. I didn't even get that the first time. Wow. Crazy.
Was one of the only people that were there for me. She ditched sponsors to go with me to Japan. She went with me anywhere I needed because she wanted me to be happy. And she knew sometimes I freaked out, I lashed out, but she loved me and she knew I was in a terrible mental place. It got so bad, the stress and constant talking about the same things over and over and no sleep and depression, that most of my hair started to fall out and Emiru started to hurt herself while we were in Japan.
Don't let the alt get you, guys. It's performative.
As this time happened, I was a massive wreck. Couldn't think straight, and being that Emiru hung out with me all day,
you keep checking the chat,
she
bro.
too started.
Make sure to check your chats as you're trying to fake cry to get, you know. Let's see if you're getting the response you're trying to elicit. Like, it literally like. Me continue reading my script. Like, it's so obvious, dude. Like, bro, did you forget the camera's like right there? Right? We can see your eyes, right? We can see you check the chat and then back again, right? He does this constantly, by the way.
Come high strung. Ugh. We would yell at each other, fight, and argue
Don't let the
all
alt
the time.
get you guys. You wouldn't be checking the chat constantly if it wasn't fake as fuck, okay? This is the funniest part to me, personally. But holy hell.
Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain, but I thought it could be fixed over time since things were just so amazing that first year. But
Yeah. Like, he makes the noise and then like just straight up looks at the chat, bro. Is it working? Is it working? Oh, guys, please. I'm trying my best here. Yo, is it working?
But
bro, I didn't think this would be such a comedic video, dude. Like, for me to make. I thought I was gonna lose my mind because he says some really dumb shit. But it's actually really funny, bro. Whew.
I'm so gay. But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. You can take it out of only mode.
I'm over here.
Emiru has a lot of rabbits.
Once again, still has the Twitch thing on, and now he just said to his chat, to his mods, yeah, you can take it out of mod only mode. Let everyone talk, right? No need for the emotes.
It was her calling when she first moved in. These were a big part of her life. But as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting neglect. No food, no water, sometimes not having clean bedding for weeks.
Okay, I'm gonna go through all of these, right? I'm gonna pull it back again because I was talking over it a little because I was laughing about the emote only thing. We're gonna go back a little. I'm gonna let this section play in its entirety, okay? It's about alleged animal abuse, so be warned about that, right? It might get you mad. Okay? Warning.
Calling when she first moved in. These were a big part of her life. But as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting neglect. No food, no water, sometimes not having clean bedding for weeks. I, along with many others who would come over, would give them what they needed, and I would tell her all the time to take care of them, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many of them just died over 1 year of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt terrible, and my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you." Here is a video up close of Emiru's rabbits.
Okay, before we go into the video, and again, turn the damn TTS off, bro. It's so cancer. He's like, this is how you know this guy is lying through his teeth, man. He's not serious. Couldn't even be bothered to turn the TTS off. It's like, he's supposed to be having this like serious, very serious stream to save what is left of his career, which is at this point probably nothing. And he's doing it in the worst cancerous way possible. That being said, before we get into the video, which I also have problems with, remember what I wanted you to keep in mind, what I said was important? So let's strongman his position, right? Okay, let's assume everything he just said happened and is completely accurate. It's your house, motherfucker. By extension, you are just as culpable for the abuse those animals then received. Like, this guy is brain dead, man. How did this guy become a multi-millionaire streamer? We elevate the dumbest people possible, dude. You thought this was a good attack? This just makes you equally bad because it's your house and you live there. Why didn't you take care of them? What was that? Oh, you don't have an answer because you're dumb as fuck? Yeah, that's what I thought, okay? Next up, the video. I want to point out, this is all you'll see. You won't see rabbits, you won't see where the cage is, you won't see who's making the video, because allegedly it's not even Mizkif, he says it's his brother, but nobody knows that, right? So, this is not proof of anything. Is it their cage? It could be, right? It looks disgusting beyond belief, right? Don't get me wrong. But I have not a single context clue that this is what you are in fact alleging.
These are small little mites that are inside the rabbit cage, and
Again,
she
warning,
didn't care.
disgusting.
She completely neglected these animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. People who came to my house knew that they were neglected.
They're in your house! You were neglecting them too, then how did you... In what universe did you think this was a good line of attack? Well, guys, but what you didn't know about me and Emmy is that we're both despicable animal abusers and we, like, abuse our animals. That's literally what you're saying right now. And you thought this was a good point? What? Bro, did this guy get famous because he was an imbecile? What's going on here, dude?
This is an up-close view of the rabbit cage being completely disgusting and neglected. She left them to die, and I'm not gonna sit here and have her pretend she didn't. It's fucking disgusting.
So he left them to die as well, by extension. This guy is dumb as bricks, dude. Like, that's the strongman position, right? Like, my position is, you don't show me anything of context, anything of consequence. This could be any cage at any point in time. I have no way of confirming that. Where's the not close-up? Where's the rabbits? Nowhere to be found.
This is a video from my own brother. I didn't record this. These are mites all around her cage. I would tell her to take care of them all the time, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many died just over a year or two of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt bad, and my brother once came over and said that if I marry her, he'll never forgive me. In fact,
again, he's just confirming here right now that he did not do anything for those rabbits either, then, right? Well, my cleaning ladies did it. I don't get on rabbits. I don't do anything about that, right? I'm also an animal abuser. What the hell? What do you think I am? Like, what is this? And that's the strongman position. That's the strongman position. And saying that I believe you. I believe you. Let's say I believe you. And she did abuse the rabbits. You abused them too, motherfucker. They were living at your goddamn house, which you clearly established at the beginning of your video. It blows my mind that you would just say this out loud and think, nailed it. Like, you wrote this script really fast, didn't you? You didn't think twice about this. You didn't think even half a second about what you were saying. It's so very clear. Like, how can people still defend this guy? He's completely brain dead, dude. Like, oh my god. I know, I always say don't judge a book by its cover, right? But in this case, the cover matches what's on the inside, dude. The guy looks creepy and shifty as fuck, and when you hear him talk, he's creepy and shifty as fuck. What a surprise. Sometimes the drapes match the covers, alright?
when Maya came over during my cancellation, she actually commented on Emiru's rabbits and said, "These rabbits are completely neglected and this is disgusting." Emiru wouldn't clean the cages and the smell became so bad that we started to have the rabbits just be outside. I told her if that's the case, she's got to make sure she's giving them water because they are her responsibility. Instead, these rabbits were left outside in
AKA, I don't give a fuck. Gotcha.
100-degree heat with no food or water.
He thought this was a good response,
most
by
of
the
the
way.
time being in cages with no bedding besides poop all over the place. Emmy didn't care. She would sit inside and play League of Legends all day, and what this showed me is that I don't want her to be my children's mother, and I couldn't see myself marrying her. The fights from these times started to get worse. I
want to point out, I know I'm pausing a lot, guys, but there's a lot to be said, okay? I want to point out what he's saying right now The timeline for that is before the messages we read in the last video, where he's incessantly stalking her and like just firing off messages at like 6 in the morning and 2 in the morning and 3 in the morning, trying to like, oh, I miss you so much, please come back to me, I love you. After what he's saying right now, okay? This timeline does not match up, alright? Dude's lying through his teeth, bro.
Constantly want to be farther and farther from her. I would use her for content, but after stream would want to be alone. I didn't know how to break up with her or end things. She was a co-owner of my org, the only person I knew, and the strain of the relationship and hiding the relationship was really taking a toll on me. On top of that, the stalkers were getting worse. One stalker came to my house and I had to point a gun at him for 30 minutes until the cops came.
This is a straight up lie. It's been alleged, I'm not sure confirmed, but alleged by multiple people that he did not in fact do any of that. It was someone else who confronted the stalker. I want to say Sina or Bonnie. It's one of those streamer names. I'm sorry guys, I can't remember. But he's lying here.
Stalkers are no joke, and the pressure from the relationship, the anger I felt, and the stalkers as a whole really made us lash out at each other. She would tell me that she doesn't realize what she's doing, that she didn't understand what she was doing wrong. But I would constantly tell her, on and off stream, that she needs to do more because these stalkers are getting worse. I know I wasn't perfect with my language or tone throughout this entire relationship. I know I wasn't. And I was aggressive at times. In regards to being controlling, I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, to stop talking about stalkers and schizos as a whole, stop talking about past relationships. And yes, I didn't want her to travel without me. I also said that I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because I didn't want her to get hurt. I didn't
want her to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C. This sounds very controlling, my man. Like, this does not sound like a healthy relationship at all. Okay? Like, the fact that he's like, it's so bad, okay? He was such a dick that he felt the need that he needed to, like, come clean or, like, admit to a bunch of these things where, like, any normal person on these things alone, you'd be like, get the fuck out, right? What is this guy doing, dude? He's torching his career right now. Like, we're watching his career get burned down by himself because he's, like, constantly, like, reinforcing that he's that he really is the demon that people say he is. Bro, the second time watching this is better than the first, because the first time I was just angry. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't really like analyzing it with a clear mind. I was angry. I'm gonna be honest, right? Like, hashtag believe all women is complete nonsense. Don't get me wrong, right? But it sounded believable from whatever I knew about Mizkif already. I didn't like him at all. So I came in biased, right? I came in hot, I came in angry, and now that I'm watching it for the second time with like a much more clear, analytical mindset, yo, this guy's like admitting to everything. Well, not everything, but like, we are well past the threshold where I would be, get the fuck out, okay? And he's just straight up still admitting stuff, okay? It's nuts, bro.
didn't want Emmy to get assaulted. I didn't want some man to do something to her when I'm not there, and I wanted to keep her safe. And I know with how my mental was and who I was back then that I didn't do everything right. I know I could have done better, and I'm sorry. I know I was controlling, and I should have just ended the fucking relationship, but I was so confused as a person. And I'm sorry I did it. I'm sorry things got to this fucking point, man.
Bro, he couldn't, he almost started laughing in my opinion, dude. Don't forget to check the chat, bro. Make sure it's had the impact you desired. There it is. I can't believe he did it. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. I know I'm pausing like a lot. This is gonna be a long ass video. I know I'm pausing a lot, but this is too good, dude. How can I not pause? He actually literally did check the chat real quick. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Oh my god.
The last 9 months of this relationship, things got extremely fucking toxic.
I need to breathe. I need to breathe.
I told her to move out. She didn't move out on her own. I told her to move out because I wanted space.
Bro, I need to start
but
drinking
she
water
still
when I
wanted
do
me
this shit.
around at all times. She would get upset if we didn't sleep together or if we weren't around. She always wanted me to drive over to her house, but I never wanted to because I wanted to be alone. And that increased our fights. But the stalkers continued, and I got even more stressed. They started to take pictures of me whenever I would drive to her house. They knew my every movement. I couldn't take it. Between the rabbits, the stalkers, and the overall ability to handle situations with each other, I knew this wouldn't last, but I didn't know how to get out of the relationship. She did not want to move out. As for me telling Cheddar to leave my house, he was swatting at Chompy constantly and making him bleed. I not only was the one that wanted her to move out first, I was the one that wanted the cat out of the house because he was attacking my cat.
So, once again, right? This timeline is before all of these messages that we went over. All of these messages were no, well, not these ones. All of these messages where he's like not getting any response, by the way. She totally like completely ignored him. Shout out to Sinarchy X who's in the chat as well. I really should get rid of these things when I make videos. Sorry. So, all of these messages, right, where he's like incessantly just stalking her and trying to get her to respond to him by any means necessary, and he's completely tailoring what he's saying to what he thinks she wants to hear. These are all after the events that he's describing right now. So this guy is full of shit, okay? like bro, your words waylay your words, right? Well done. Well done. You contradict yourself. Fantastic. Amazing, amazing. Woo. Well done, sir. Well done.
Every month went by the last year, and our fights started to get louder. We were breaking up with each other almost weekly. Fights were getting more aggressive, and shouting began to increase. I was not perfect, and I reflect on those situations poor taste to myself. I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
Because those are equivalent, right? Wait. I got this. Where is it? Look at this evil demon with all her weaponry, man. Oh my god, look at all these weapons. Bro, these are all deadly projectiles, dude. Yo, punch a hole in the wall, real quick. Come on, guys. We gotta punch a hole in the wall. You might get a Kirby to the face, dude. You know how fluffy that is? That is an unacceptable level of fluffiness near my face, alright? Punch a hole in the wall, right now, guys. Right now. This guy's an imbecile, dude. Like, the fact he says this out loud and thinks, again, nailed it. Like, this guy we're watching him light a match on his own career right now. Like, he's confirming everything she said, bro. Oh my god. Like, how do you even strongman that position? Well, she was violent. She threw clothes and a plushie at me. Call the cops right now, bro. Holy shit. Woo! That is an insane level of violence. Quick, throw your phone at her face. Punch a hole in the wall. There's another thing I want to link this into, by the way. Did you guys know that rabbits are very susceptible to loud noises? And they can straight up die and have a heart attack. A rabbit can be scared to death from loud noises. Like, for example, some unhinged retard slamming doors, punching holes in the fucking wall. No doubt in my mind, this rich, now we're getting angry, this pathetic excuse of a man, and I use the term man extremely lightly because I disavow this boy, his man card, right? We don't claim this wretched weakling, okay? This guy is almost certainly the cause of a ton of stress for those animals, and if not directly, indirectly, the cause of their death. I don't buy the allegations that Emiru was abusing the rabbits at all, bro. But context clues, I think you killed them by being an unhinged lunatic around your house. I can't prove that. These are completely my thoughts and theories. But considering what we know about rabbits and how they can die of loud noises, you punching holes in the wall, screaming at the top of your lungs, slamming doors for no reason. And we saw the video clip, right, of the rusting where he's like slamming doors because his girlfriend got more viewers than him. This guy is a pathetic wretch, and we should run this pathetic loser off the internet, dude. You are not welcome anymore in our spaces, bro. Retire. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out. Thank you. Don't come again.
I one time did say I was going to kill myself.
Yes, I punched
during an
myself in the
argument, but
microphone.
Emmy did this as well numerous times. She would constantly say she's going to kill herself in arguments, and I have a picture where while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers who came to my house while she was in Kansas, she told me she was going to kill herself out of aggression of the situation while it was happening. This is the situation. I told her that a stalker's at the house. I'm freaking out. What is happening? Can you call me? I'll call you. I literally want to kill myself. I can't take this anymore. I feel so alone and like a problem.
Now, what I know from girls, women, they can react very emotionally. I don't want to count the times that I've had someone say something along those lines or like allude them to like, oh my god, my life is over. I just want to fucking, you know what I mean? Like, not saying that it's normal, quote unquote. I'm just saying, like, when I read this, I don't immediately get like warning bells. I mean, obviously, I get enough warning bells that I want to help out if this was a person I knew in real life, right? If this was someone I cared about, then obviously I would help and try and make them feel better. But I don't think this right here is a truthful statement. But again, I want to make that very clear. I was not in this situation, so I can't say anything about that. Only Emmy can like waylay this, I suppose. But I've had this said to me as a cry for help, right? It's like a cry for help. She's like literally asking you to, like, I don't know, call her, you know? Like,
just
she
want to
wants
show
attention,
this.
bro. Like, she's having a fucking hard time and she wants her boyfriend to help her out. Crazy, I know.
Was also using the I want to kill myself a lot in our situation and relationship. This is while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers.
And that was proven to be fake. Well, okay, proven. A bunch of people said that was fake.
This stalker who was
including Emmy
at my house, his background picture was Emiru, and when he talked to the cops, he was in love with her and thought that she was talking to him. It is disgusting what these stalkers can do. I will say this. The fact that this guy came to my house and the result of it was a cop brought him down the street to a QT, which is a 7-Eleven, 15 minutes away, and that's all they did, is terrifying for these girls and terrifying for the situation in general. I knew that the relationship wasn't healthy at this point. I knew we had to end it, and soon. One day, Emmy posted a very provocative picture, one that she knew I would hate, and she posted it to make me upset. She admitted that she made me upset with it.
This, again, he starts off, I'm a terrible scriptwriter guy, but he's being very specific with his language. Emmy posted a picture that she knew was going to make me upset. Definitive statement. She admitted that it made me upset. Those two are not equivalent. Knowingly posting something that makes you upset is very different from admitting a post made you upset. You see what he's doing here? Dude, this guy is shifty as fuck. He is the drapes match the cover. He looks like he cannot be trusted, and then he starts talking and confirms it.
And we got into a heated argument, and I broke up with her. We broke up for about a month, then got back together because we thought we can make it work. We went to get food at BJ's, a common place where we would get food, and then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong, or did wrong in general. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then. But we got back together soon afterwards. And
As per the last video, I left this in. I'm gonna leave this in, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about SA stuff. No, that's a little too. I'll leave that for authorities to do.
During those last few months where we were fighting, we were still fighting, but it did feel like the relationship had good progress, and we were both agreed we need to talk about our future. Since it's been 3 years, we should see what we want, and Emmy had an idea to write down everything we wanted on paper. I'm going to let everyone know that what I'm about to say is very true. This is exactly what happened, and she cannot argue this. One day, after staying over Emiru's house, Emiru made me breakfast, and she wrote down everything she wanted. She wrote she wants me to move closer to her. She wrote that she wants me to marry her, and she wants kids with me in the next 5 years. And I just looked at this letter that was staring in front of me, and I just handed her back the paper. She began to cry, and I told her, I'm sorry, I just can't do this anymore. I knew we were just beyond the point of toxicity in the relationship, that our trust had completely died, and that we had so many issues that I couldn't deal with it, and I was not mentally well.
First of all, about the 3 demands or wants, wishes, the 3 wishes. Which girl doesn't want that? I'll wait. Right? That's like, yeah. Be close to me, marry me, give me kids. Yeah. That's pretty much universal. Near universal. Yeah. That's kind of how that works. Weird. Like, what? What do you mean? Honestly, I'm baffled. This guy, this is your response. This is his response. What?
I walked away. I went to her door, and as I opened it, the last words I ever heard her say is, "Don't go. I love you."
Keep in mind,
that week, I
all
made
those
flights to
messages
Japan
after this
because I didn't want to sit around and wait to possibly get back together again. I have never talked to her in person since. I have messaged her numerous times wondering why I have been removed from OTK, Discords, and I was very scared because I didn't know what was going on. Nobody was talking to me or contacting me, and I have had so much regret. Times where I wanted to go back, times where I've drunk messaged her love letters, as you saw on stream. But after 10 months,
many times,
I know we're much better off without each other. I did see her at a party once at Simply's house. The house was very small, and I opened the door, I said whoops, and proceeded to talk in the other room about what I possibly did wrong, and began to bawl out and be depressed because I just saw my ex-girlfriend. I want to make it very clear, I was not following her, nor lingering around her. I was with others the entire night. The house is about 2,000 square feet with about 50 people there. I, of course, was near her, but I was never following her. This year has been very hard for me, and I'm sure for her. I even went to Japan and drank every single night just to sleep. Going from being with each other for 3 years straight and trauma bonding to be completely alone is such a difficult thing for both of us. I began therapy in February of this year with EMDR therapy, something she recommended me when we were dating. I'm very happy to say that I feel better than ever, and I've gotten a lot of the stress I've had away. I've also moved from Austin myself, and I've had a lot of trauma lingering from there as a whole, and I feel a lot better from that. I truly hope nothing but the best for Emmy. I know she said a lot of these things today, and I do believe a lot of them were false, but I do hope nothing but the best for her, and I'm sorry that any of this happened. I hate that we're in this situation. And
when consequences come a knocking.
Hope that she can move on. We were in a toxic relationship. I saw that. I've realized over the years of 2 relationships now online that I'm a horrible boyfriend and I have a lot to work on for myself. I've been single for the past 10 months and I plan to stay that way. I'm continuing to go to therapy and work on myself, not just for me, but for the people around me. If you're
You need it, bro. Like, you need a lot of therapy, all right? Just stop the content creation stuff. It's clearly not for you, right? Your jealousy, your insane fixation on the numbers. Yeah. You need a lot of therapy, my man.
wondering if it's scripted, the answer is, of course it is. I wrote it out because I cannot freeball this. This is a very serious situation.
I hate to agree with him, but yes. Okay, if you guys are like, oh, it's scripted, that Emiru scripted it too. You gotta have like, you gotta do this, right? This is, like he said, the most serious situation he's probably gone through, right? This is the end of his career, okay? Especially with this weak ass response. So obviously you script that. What I find more hilarious is the fact that even though he scripted it, he's still like looking at the chat like, oh, am I doing it right? Like, bro, we can see your eyes, dude. Like,
I want to make this real, and that's it. Okay? I'm going to stand up for myself. I am going to defend myself in these situations. I am not going away. I have no plans to go away. And I believe a lot of the situations today were absolutely exaggerated. I have dozens of photos and videos, calls and messages as well, if she has them. I have things I will be leaking over the next few days of other people, of other things. I have a lot of messages that I have that I'm...
Can I say that word on Twitch? we ballin'. Fuck it.
Going to expose as time goes on, because I do believe that this is a time to go fucking buck wild. But I want to make it very clear. When it comes to Emiru, when she says that I was getting ready to go after her and that I was going to use her rabbits against her, that was never the plan. My plan for myself was very simple. If Emmy were to say something about me, I would say something back. That's it. I never had a plan in my life to go after her or do anything. It was if she ever said anything, I would say something as well. And that's completely understandable. Can you clarify what, if anything, was said to her team at TwitchCon? I said that if she goes after me, then I will go nuclear. And that is exactly what I said.
He's just confirming it straight up. Right? Yeah, I threatened her. And now I'm gonna make good on my threats. Okay, bro. Bro, this guy is too dumb for his own good, dude.
And that's what's going to happen, because you can't mess with me anymore. I don't have anything
these are
to
like,
lose. I'm
gotcha,
sorry I don't.
yeah.
Go after me all you want.
I threatened her team.
I have nothing to lose.
I'm gonna do it too.
And I will
right?
say this proudly. Emiru abused those rabbits. She did. And if you're in Austin, Texas, and you want to say that she didn't abuse those rabbits at my house, you're lying. You know she did. She abused those rabbits and she let them outside. And it's disgusting. And I didn't...
What the hell am I hearing? Oh, it's my fault. Sorry, guys. It went into the sound effects part. My bad. We're only an hour already. Shit. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry.
I didn't want to bring this up ever. This was not something I planned on bringing up in my life, but it's something that she claims that she didn't do, and people are trying to defend her from that, like Asmongold, where he says that one of her rabbits she took and brought around. What about the other 6 rabbits that died? As for what happened with me and Emiru, it is I mentally have been fucked up for years, and I'm very proud of myself for working on myself. And I think leaving Austin was the best thing, not just for me, but for everyone around me. I do believe that. I fucked up a lot, and I'm never going to not admit that. And I realized I need to be alone. I never got kicked out of Austin, Texas. I left myself. I'm absolutely mentally fucked. I have been slowly working on it. I do feel like I've been getting better. I feel like I'm very calm right now. I don't feel stressed. I don't even feel angry. I feel...
Something tells me that's not wrong. That's not right, I mean... He's clearly angry. Bitch, you started the video with "I'm going nuclear on everyone," right? I got hundreds of text messages from unrelated people. Okay, Oh, you're definitely not mad. Really? Really? You mad as fuck, bro.
That every day I'm trying to learn more and more and do better, but I'm going to stand up for myself in a lot of these situations because a lot of it was not true. And I don't like that she was portraying that it was just me who was at fault. It was a toxic relationship, and that's what it was. Why was viewership so important? I will bluntly say this, and I'm very honest. I was, and I still am, but I very much was someone that was massively obsessed with streaming and viewership. And when my cancellation happened, and even before it, I mean, it's something you guys know. I've been massively obsessed with streaming and viewership over the years, and it's disgusting and it has ruined my fucking life. It is something that I am envious.
I mean, the first step is acknowledging you're an idiot, right? That being said, you have done far too much to ever get redemption from the people around here. Like, I don't think there's a way to come back from this. Especially since you basically just admitted to everything indirectly. And you think you didn't, but you clearly did, right? To most normal people that are listening to this, they're like, okay, he definitely... Yup. Okay, gotcha. Emiru was violent, guys. She threw a plushie at me. So I punched a hole in the wall. That's equivalent, right? Like... Bro said that unironically, right? Like... Oh,
of others. I am angry at others because of it. It makes me jealous when I see others doing well, and it has made me realize that I am I'm never happy for someone else if they're doing much better than me. You guys know this is true if you watch my old stream. I've always been this way. I've been very envious of other people, and it's a problem. It's a serious. I'm definitely way better than I was now, or I am now, but it's a serious problem that I am still working on to this day. I am not perfect, and I fucked up with that. I've been this way for a very fucking long time, where I'm a competitive dude, and I think I'm very competitive with streaming because
he's not competitive. Being envious of someone and then being mad when they do better than you is not competition, right? Measuring yourself against someone is competition, but you clearly make it insanely toxic. Kind of funny how that works, right? That kind of like, it seems like that lines up with what type of character the people that are attacking you now are portraying you to have. Weird how that works, that it lines up perfectly. Food for thought.
I really care about it a lot. I've sunk my whole life into this thing. Did you really drive 150 miles an hour? I'm going to say this very clear. If you know me in Austin, Texas, I drive fast everywhere. I drive fast literally everywhere. I'm in an Audi R8 in Austin, Texas, where the freeways are open. I drive fast all the time. I remember...
His answer here is essentially yes. Yes, I did do that. That's literally... Well, I drive fast everywhere, guys. Oh, okay. So notice, first of all, he didn't immediately went, no, of course not. 150 miles, are you nuts? Second of all, I drive fast everywhere. Yeah, he totally did that shit. Third of all, multiple people have confirmed that he did that shit with them in the car, right? Like, he does this with many other people. Like, the guy does not give a fuck about anybody, dude. Clearly. How would you drive 150 miles an hour with, or even 120 miles an hour with someone in your car? Like, you want to do that on your own, and wrap yourself around the tree, go for it, right? Nobody will give a fuck. Well, if you only wrap yourself around the tree, obviously. If you take out other people, people will give a fuck. But doing that with other people in the car, and he's used his car as a weapon before, man. Like, the way some dude, I forget his name, so I couldn't find the clip, but some dude, like, literally said, like, he was sleeping in the car, woke up, and Miz was having, like, a fucking road rage incident at, like, high speeds. Like, what? Yo, bro, there's people in your car, man. Maybe have some compassion, like a tiny little bit. But it's like with the rabbits, right? The dude has no compassion. If he, again, I'm strongmanning. I don't believe this happened, but I'm strongmanning and saying, taking him at his word that this did happen. He sees someone abusing rabbits in his house, and he's like, not my problem. Bro, you thought this was a good response? Someone should have raised you better, alright? Holy hell. Like, I don't know if it's your fault and you just didn't listen, or if your parents didn't try hard enough, but you did not get any value instilled in you. This is insanity, bro. The fact that you just say this out loud and think you're being good, you're doing a good thing, you're saying good shit. Demon, bro. This thing is a demon.
Remember one time when she was picking me up from the airport and she was in her blue Corvette and she started the speed when we were on a straightaway when she was getting mad and she stayed quiet. I don't remember the exact speed she got up to, but we were definitely flying. But I'll say this, I have no problem admitting fault.
Nobody corroborates that. People corroborate your demon behavior all the time. Weird how that works.
The person that I was during that relationship, and I would say the Mizkif in Austin, Texas is fucking disgusting. I hated myself. I hated this person that just sat there all day, stressed and angry and mad at the fucking world. I hated being this upset person because I know you are who you hang out with. And I definitely changed Emmy in a lot of ways and made her very stressed as well. And mentally, the situations we were in, it just cataclysmed both of us. I was a very toxic person and I knew I needed to get out, so I broke up with her. In fact, I broke up with her twice. The first time I broke up with her, I really thought it was over. And the second time I broke up with her was forever. I did message her a lot afterwards, primarily for OTK stuff, but there were times where I did want to go back to her. I'm not going to pretend I didn't. I was drunk. I thought I needed to, but yeah, that's it. I don't think there's really anything else to talk about. This is something I think that we went over, and I am glad that it is out there, what I just said. And
see? This guy really thinks he's got the moral high ground here, bro. Oh my god. It baffles me that we give the dumbest people in our society loads of money and an insane platform to corrupt other people around them with. I don't get it. Why are we as a society so obsessed with the filth of our society, the stuff, the people and the actions that we should abhor and repress? We give them a platform and we glorify it. It baffles my mind. Like, we're so cooked as a species, bro. If this continues, if we keep like propping up like filth like this, bro, these people have thousands and thousands and thousands of viewers, and they act like the most unhinged, trash-ass, disgusting riches of society. You think this doesn't impact our culture? It 100% does. It's embarrassing. You'd think we'd know better by now, but I guess just gonna keep going.
That's it. So that's it. I said what I had to say. I appreciate you guys listening, and I will be back. I'm not leaving anytime soon. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it.
The rest is some bullshit. So there's a couple of more things that I want to get into, right? I want to show you in video what this guy is about. And I pointed out, right, there's more people that have come out about his behavior. Here's Novaru. Personally, I don't know these people, right? I just follow as you can tell, I just follow the story. But there's a video of this. But again, it deals with SA. I don't really want to, we're not going into the video. I'm just gonna, we'll go over the tweets. I don't want to go over the videos in this video. I apologize for that. I know it's like technically important information, right? But that's a really heavy topic. And just I wanted to focus on all of the other topics, the SA stuff, right? Really, that should be a legal thing. I don't want to adjudicate that as some rando, right? On the fucking internet. So, but just another point in the data graph, right? My experience with Mizkif SAing me, or SHing me. Back in 2019, I hooked up with another streamer who told me he was single. I later found out he was still involved with a mutual friend. That person anonymously leaked our private DMs. While I was already dealing with that violation of privacy, Mizkif used the situation as content in front of tens of thousands of viewers. On stream, he mocked and degraded me, encouraging others to shame me sexually. His comments included references to adult work I did when I was 18 and sarcastic remarks suggesting I should come over so they could use me for content, while his friends joined in slut-shaming and ridicule. His audience harassed me for months afterwards, echoing his comments. I was only 20 and new to streaming while most of them were in their late 20s. The entire ordeal was deeply traumatizing. Mizkif later sent me a brief apology only after realizing his behavior might get him banned. Notice again, only after he might get some impact. That's when he does something, right? That's when he like apologizes or like makes a fucking whatever. Mizkif, we read that. By then the damage was done. I was a small streamer and too scared to report him in fear of the backlash. I'm not trying to rehash old drama, but I truly believe Mizkif has a pattern of abuse and does not deserve a platform. I support every person who's come forward about their experience with him. And then there's a video. So it is pretty cringy. You can see that who tweeted it, and you can go and find this tweet and watch that video. I do not want to show that video on the channel. Here is another person sharing their experience. After years of being part of the Twitch community and having friends associated with Mizkif, not once did I ever hear anything good about him from his own people. It was always the weirdest, dumbest, and most egotistical stuff I'd ever heard, and everyone just dealt with it. If you're against him, he'll convince everyone around in his circle to not associate with you. He'll do things in his power as a big content creator to put you in the weird position to forgive him or to stop talking bad of him. I'm glad people are finally speaking up. I hope everyone can finally move on and heal. Much love. So here's another person that is like, not the essay stuff right now. This is not related to that. It's just related to how he is as a person, which is, you know, a terrible shitbag. Another point in the graph. Here's his organization. Well, not anymore, obviously. Here's OTK making a statement. OTK fully supports its co-owner and sister Emiru, and we stand by her side and admire her strength in coming forward and sharing her story. While Mizkif was one of several founders of OTK, the organization terminated its relationship with him some time ago for reasons unrelated to the recent events, and he holds no stake in OTK or any of our other companies. Out of respect for those who have come forward, we will let their voices speak above ours. So even OTK is like, yeah, we don't want anything to do with this guy. His own organization that he founded is like, no thanks. And apparently he's lied a lot in OTK about really important stuff, according to Asmongold. But again, you can say that, but there's no. You gotta put evidence out, guys. I need evidence, or I like really want to mention that. And now, let's go and see what happens when... Let's see what happens when he gets ribbed, right? On stream. Let's see his behavior when somebody says something he doesn't like. Oh, this is like really quiet. God damn. Okay, we're gonna boost the crap out of this video.
Took over your spot. She's like the cooler person.
Oh my god, you're right.
You used to live with Emiru, and then all of a sudden you wanted to use Emiru to become bigger, and you couldn't. So then she broke up with you.
And Emiru's been like having way more fun and doing way more cooler things.
What even are you spinning?
Dude, Emiru used to always be in her room. Now she's like going IRL and having fun and doing a lot of cooler stuff now.
It's a good thing she disconnected from you because
thank them.
So these guys are they're ribbing him, right? Like they're ribbing him. Like friends would do this. I have a bunch of friends that would do this exact same thing, right? If you fuck up in some way, or you had a girlfriend and she's doing way better now, oh, you're gonna hear about it, okay? You're gonna hear about that shit for a long time, all right? Like we'd be sitting, yeah. We'd be sitting around the table, and then 10 years later. Oh, remember that time when? Oh, you motherfucker, man. Can we please stop with the shit? This is gonna happen. But let's see how a demon responds, right? You don't laugh about it. I would just laugh about it, right? Because like, oh my god, can we stop bringing up like some of the the most embarrassing moments of my life, please? No, okay, you fucking douchebags, right? It's like it's a guy thing. I don't know, man. It's a guy thing. 100% a guy thing, okay?
The Lord. Thank the Lord.
He's getting annoyed.
Yeah,
man. You can tell.
Facts. Wait, Emiru's actually having so much more fun. Like he's IRL, she was
They're not stopping,
grilling.
and he's getting so mad, dude. You can tell from his face, bro. Oh my god, this is the best video I've seen, right? This is the best video I've seen.
And doing all type of stuff.
You're grilling me right now.
Sorry. Bro, dude, that's where I'm chopped.
We weren't even dating, dumbass.
He's so mad, bro.
Queen Emiru is not dating someone like you.
By the fucking gods.
By the
Hell
God.
no.
You should be
Fuck
lucky she
no.
sees you.
God no.
Or she looked your
Jesus
way.
no. Hell no, bro. Don't even say that word. Don't even utter that word, bro.
Wait, which word? I was about to utter it, by the way. But the way you guys are acting, I'm about to utter the word.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. I also 17 pages for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? You getting canceled soon, huh? Twit longer?
No. I got 17 pages because the girl has a girl that I talked to in the past had more than one boyfriend, and including me.
He was one of them.
So she used me for partners. She used the other guy for money, and then.
But we didn't date. This is why I don't understand. You're what are you on, like 4chan? Yes.
No,
Bro.
I'm just saying. I remember you guys were getting sent, and then you were happy because you were
He's
like,
so mad, dude.
she was like, no.
Fuck no. Hell no. God no.
Oh my god.
Dude, beat a shit with Mizkif?
Here's another really good one. I'm sorry, but the reaction is so funny. You can tell that hurt him deeply, dude. Like, he was so mad. But okay. Last video. I want to end on this video because this one really got me. My jaws are hurting. All right. This one speaks for itself.
Actually, I'm like, why is your hair so black today?
It might be the lighting. I also dyed it recently. What do you think, Miz?
You look like a Zoom teacher.
Wait, Miz, did you eat breakfast this morning, Miz?
Did I eat breakfast? Yeah, I just had breakfast 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. You're looking fat as today, man. All right, Fandy, why are you excited about AFK Journey?
I'm excited for it because I like a lot of the characters. They're also really cute.
What a pussy, bro!
Yes, it's a good one with the red hair girl. I'm looking at her right now. She looks.
Yes.
What a pussy! How could I not end on this? The perfect encapsulation of this loser, bro. My god, you can dish it out, but you really can't take it. What a pussy bitch, bro. Thank you all so much for watching me. This dissect, I was gonna say disassemble, dissect these losers. I don't even know what to call it, man. Let's just call it a response video, because it was so terrible. He cooked himself in it multiple times, right? He straight up went, yeah, I'm a douchebag. What about it, right? Insanity. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Peace the hell out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Sorry for the 1.5 hour video. It is what it is.